I'd like to welcome everyone to the conversation where we talk about everything Cowboys. My favorite team, your favorite team, America's team. Here with your host, Coach Marv.
Cowboy Nation, how are y'all doing today, man? We getting close, man. We're getting close to I'm getting close to embarking on my trip to Dallas to go to my first Cowboy game in Dallas. I picked a real good one. I think I think I picked a game that was that a lot of people didn't put out there that people can try to pick up and get to, man. But I think I picked an outstanding game to go to in Dallas for my first game attending the game in Dallas. Did come on here long because just wanted to test some things out to see if I got some things that want to see if some things if you come into my chat room with the show, if you're in the chat if you're in the chat with the show, let me know if it's at the bottom of these if it's somewhere down there. If you're in that chat, let me know if it's possible. If you're in the chat, if it's possible, there is, I don't know, because I'm supposed to have a button down there now that gives me the opportunity to have super chats. We want to make sure that has been turned on correctly. Hey, how you doing? Can you tell me something while you in the chat? If you're looking at YouTube, is the thing down there that says super chats in mine? If it's not, let me know in the comment section. Like when you doing other shows, is it super chat thing icon down there? You know me, I'm still trying to learn this whole thing. This is really a thank you show because we got to my first monetization where I can start doing super chats, and lo and behold, I might not even know how to turn the super chats on. So hopefully it's down the bottom where you can go in there and see where you can put the super chats on. I don't know if it can or not. But let me know if it's down in the bottom corner where you can go in there and do the super chats on the channels. Okay. Good. So now we got, hey man, I got another way to support y'all, another way to support the show. Super chats, you got stars, you can send gifts to the show, man. That just means that there's growth, man. And that means that our word is getting out and it's being spreaded. The real talk of football. Not a lot of this Hollywood nature type stuff, man. But thank y'all for letting me know that. But you can tell by the title of this right here, and it's not going to be too long. And Thursday, we going into the watch parties. I was thinking about doing a watch party, and I may start doing a watch party for every Thursday night game. And I may go off and may come back and do a watch party for a Thursday night game. reason why I want to do the watch parties for the Thursday night game is 2 reasons. I think that's my niche because I get to watch games with you and you get to give me your feedback, what you're seeing in other football games. I also get to talk about coaches' strategies and strategies that you may think that we make and talk about things that we make it do better. We get to I get to explain some of the things I talk about when I talk about what the Cowboys are doing, and I get to look at other teams and you get to look at other teams, and I can explain the difference between other teams and how they do things and how we do things, so you can get a better outlook about saying, well, because the reason I say that is because Cowboy fans, we get so encumbered in, so engrossed with our own team that we don't see other teams. So we think that whatever we do is the only way it's supposed to be done. And then when people talk about other teams are doing certain things, we can't see it because we only watching our team. You learn something by watching other teams. You learn something by watching what other teams do. I like football players when I have a team. I like football players that are students of the game. Not all football players are students of the game. But I like to have football players that are students of the game. I like to have football players who like football. As well as I like to have, the fan base that like football. Because then that way, you don't fall for the okie doke. You can't be told any kind of crazy old thing. And you do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe when people be talking about, well, it's just that easy. Just go get a guy, go get this trade. And when they're talking in fantasy terms. So watching live streams and stuff of that nature is a big, and I think that's going to be my niche because I think I can go on the live stream with the Thursday night games, and I think I can get a lot across. I would love to do the live streams when we're doing with teams that we're going to play, that if teams that's on our schedule. That's why I kind of held off on this one because both of these teams are not on our schedule, but we're doing teams that was on our schedule. I would love to do the live stream because it's very important for us to do the live stream because eventually we're going to meet this team. So today, I'm going to talk about 2 issues. One, I'm going to talk about the live streams I had watched with the Washington team and the Green Bay team when I watched the Green Bay team. I'm going to talk about something that if y'all was with me on that, and I know some of y'all were, I'm going to talk about what I kept repeating about the Green Bay team that is ultimately that we definitely need to think about and be a part of in attacking Love as quarterback. I gave it, and I don't know if anybody remember what I said about Love and his passing style and the way he likes to throw the ball. That is definitely there. And if we utilize that, we can have a one-up on Love because you always want to take away what a player really loves to do. Because sometimes when you take away what a player really loves to do, he'll try to force it. And then you can maybe get a turnover. We definitely need more turnovers to be able to help our defense out. We got to find ways to get turnovers. And we're going to talk about how we're going to try to get some turnovers. But we're going to talk about the first thing before we get into the Green Bay game and some of the little tidbits that I said about Green Bay that I think is going to be very important for us to be aware of. The next thing I want to talk about, and the most important thing, my title on this show says, if anybody's seen the title on this show, and if you're in the chat, tell me if you saw the title. Did the title come up of this show? And the title of this show was Cowboy Players. Are you mad yet? The title of this show this live is Cowboy Players. Are you mad yet? Are you mad to the point of saying we hadn't played a good football game in 3 weeks? Cowboy players, are you mad? We played a game against Philadelphia where we actually gave a game away and did play well the first half, came back second half, played better, but gave a game away. We played a game against the Giants where they had all-time offensive stats against us, and Russell Wilson threw for 400-some yards, and then the next week he got benched. We played against a Chicago team that ain't won a game, and they won by double digits. Cowboy play, we talk about everything else. We talking about trades, we talking about acquisitions, we talking about, giving up picks, we talking about, but Cowboy players, are you mad yet? Because if you're not mad, and if you're not upset, and you're not chomping at the bit to play Sunday night, if you're not chomping at the bit, regardless of how much you care about Michael Parsons, if you're not chomping at the bit, as competitive as Michael Parsons is, to win that game so he won't have to talk about on the offseason when we talk to him, if you're not chomping at the bit to get the taste of losing Chicago, having to go to the overtime with the lowly Giants, if you're not mad yet, then we do need to have wholesale changes. And we don't need trade draft picks. We need trade players. Because it's time to clean house. And I'm not even talking about 30 years. See, and I'm not talking bad about you. Bad. Look, this is a statement here. And I appreciate your support, but I want to point something out about this statement. I want to point something out about the statement. Not getting at you, but I want to point something out about the statement. This statement is a microcosm of what's wrong. I'm sorry, I should get that thing out there again. Let me get that statement out again, because this is a very important statement. And I'm not picking on you, sir, but I want to get this statement out there, because this statement right here is a microcosm of what's wrong with our Cowboy fan culture. We're trying to lump 30 years of struggle on one team. And 30 years of whatever went wrong on these players. Because that's what the media does. They try to lump the whole thing onto the Dak Prescott, these players. And we can't do that. We have to talk about the now. See, when we do that, we put added pressure that nobody can handle. This team can't handle 30 years of pressure from everybody, stuff they had to do with and stuff they didn't have to do with. But when I say, are they mad? I'm not going back more than 3 weeks ago. Because in the last 3 weeks, if you're a man, you should be mad. I don't hear mad when I hear interviews. I hear, oh, well, it's this short time. I hear, well, we going to get better. I hear, well, we are straighten out. I don't hear mad. And I hear content creators talk about, yeah, I hear you churches who talk about, you know, he going to free up the, Clowney going to free up the DT. I hear all that. But it got to come down to will about whoever's on there. It got to come down to, are we mad as a football team? Or are we still going to go out there and play like we got all year long? It's all right. We'll get together. Nonchalant. Because I don't hear mad. And when we start talking about getting players and going to get this guy, I understand, and I'm not talking bad about that. But if you're going to get players and the guy's here that's on this team now not mad, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna end up putting yourself in getting stuff, and then when it don't work, we're gonna be in purgatory for the next 25 years. And somebody needs to start asking the question, Cowboy players, are you mad yet? Because Green Bay come to here to embarrass you. And I keep saying this, man. Get your mind on your work. And this lack Hollywood atmosphere. I'm sorry I had this thing up there for so long. This lack Hollywood atmosphere. It breeds complacency. And I hear everybody talking about all the suggestions. Yes, I do see that they got a lot less assistant coaches. I hear, that's that Jones saving money type BS. I hear all the suggestions. But where's the attitude? If I'm on this team and I really believe that we were a championship contender, and we almost lost, we lost to one undefeated team, winless team. We should have lost to another winless team. And we gave a game away from a team that probably was the Super Bowl champions. And I ain't mad. It would be hard for me to even do an interview. I'm testing, truly, I'm quite worried about the TikTok, the heart of this football team. And that's from A to Z. From the Daks to the Tyler Smiths. And I just say, man, hey, I told you, I don't take I do not come with false craziness. But if you ain't mad as a team, you are a reflection of the guys that's leading the damn room. Somebody should be mad as hell. But no, we got this Hollywood, we cool, it's going to be all right. We going to just make some adjustments. We'll get it right. That's the same stuff I'm seeing on the field. See, there's a difference, church. See, Pickens is upset about what Pickens did wrong. See, that upset should be even if you didn't drop a pass. See, that's a difference. When I'm upset by what I didn't do, then I'm upset about what we didn't do. Don't get fooled by that now. This goes back to what I said about tone setters, man, my show on tone setters. Church, you seen that show I had about tone setters? It goes right back to it. See, we getting comfortable with making excuses of why we losing. See, that's the thing I was trying to say on the live stream when I said, let's hold these players accountable for their actions. And the first thing I get pushback on is that, well, they ain't good enough. No, hell no, they ain't. They good enough. Hell, they was good enough. We thought they were good enough before the season started. See, we had high hopes for them, a lot of guys. A lot of guys, we weren't saying nothing about them. But when they don't perform, then the first thing we say, well, the ownership ain't got enough talent. No! The guys that we got playing ain't playing up to their capability. And if you want to get rid of them because they don't get rid of them because we getting rid of them because we get somebody better. We getting rid of you because you ain't playing to your ability. See, there's a difference. When you say, oh, a guy ain't got no talent, well, we ain't got no talent. Because when you do it that way, now you putting the ownership on owners, the owners that, well, they ain't got no talent. Well, you don't give excuse. No! Malik Hooker been in this league and Donovan Lewis been in this league too long for them to say they confused by coverage. I don't care what new coach they got in, what new system. Ain't that many rocket scientists. They ain't nobody playing that many different zones. I know I sound like I'm upset, but see, it's a difference when fans are upset. But the question I have to say again, and I see people putting stuff in the content in the chat. But let me tell you something. If your players are not mad yet, you don't see that fire in them yet, all that stuff you talk about, that ain't gonna work. Are they mad yet? Because I'm mad. When I sit down and talk to somebody and say, man, y'all lost to the Bears by double digits. When Russell Wilson got benched and talking about retiring, then I started thinking about what he did to us. That don't make you mad, secondary? But they chilling. They having a good time in practice. It's all right. We'll be okay. Are we gonna get mad when we 1-3? Are we gonna get mad when we 1-4? Then we gonna start believing that we not a good football team. We ain't got no heart. We gonna start believing it then. Cause right now, what I hear from them, I don't think they believe it. You are what your record say you are. You supposed to lost to 2 non-win teams. And we think we just gonna go out there and trade and that's gonna turn around. If this team ain't mad and start playing with some attitude and some edge because they think that they better than what they are and not think they're better than what they are, thinking so they can go out there and lay their hat on the ground and people supposed to bow down. No. Go out there with rude intentions this every play. I don't hear none of our content creators ask that question. And I challenge our guys, our content creators. Do y'all see mad out of them? And I'm going to tell you why they don't see no mad out of them. I'm going to tell you why you don't see mad out of them. Because see, you giving them excuses. But you talking about, well, the owners ain't got this. We need to go get this help. We need to go get that help. That's giving them excuses, man. Think about this, man. Football and children and all that in the same category. When you start giving them less and you start not holding them accountable for better effort and to be who they are, and we should start giving them and trying to make stuff easier, you're building complacency. And makes no difference how much you get, they'll let you down. And this is not just for the guys that ain't playing good. Well, this is for the Dak Prescotts, the CeeDee Lambs, the Clarks. All the guys are doing good. Are you mad yet? Because Green Bay coming in here mad because they lost the game to Cleveland. And don't show me you mad because you fighting before the game. Show me in your play that we getting outright hustle and focus. Are you mad yet? I got people putting out Facebook posts talking about if you got a Dallas Cowboy jersey in Dallas, please go to practice. I got Cowboy content creators all over having group meetings talking about who we need to trade for and replace on this team. I'm making a video about replacing guys on the defense with more athleticism. I still with that. People talking about replacing guys. I still ain't got nobody with no mad interview. Are y'all that damn corporate? You can't do it. You can't even get upset with the interview. That's against the law. Man, I'm telling you. Y'all, listen here. This is the question we should be asking. Nobody see this. I'm the only person to see this. That we see like we got a team that ain't mad about this shit. I don't hear this from I don't hear mad from the Dak Prescotts. Not enough mad. I don't hear mad from CD Lamb. Not enough mad. I don't hear mad from the Clarks or the people playing well. So it's not going to matter if we put anybody in the game if your leaders ain't got mad yet. They should be embarrassed how they've been playing the last 3 weeks. And ain't nobody on this team is playing 100% lights out football. Everybody's inconsistent. And you know what inconsistent football teams do? They wow you with a play here and there. They get you hopes up. They win a quarter. They play very well for 3-4 series or 2 series. And then they break you damn hard by playing horrible and blow up. That's the definition of an inconsistent team, is a definition of a train waiting to happen. And people can say I'm talking bad about it. No. I'm calling a spade a spade. And I don't even see mad. Check this out again. Let me give you the reasons why. You should have lost to a no-win Giant team. You got a quarterback who's talking about retiring with the other 2 games he played, but against you, he threw over 400-some yards. You have lost a game by double digits to the Chicago Bears. They may not win 7 games this year. You gave a game against Philadelphia away because you didn't make the plays. You should be 0-3. And then you got a team coming in here that just killed you the last time they played in Dallas. And you sound corporate when you taking interviews? Man. Tell you, man, if I was that type of player, I wouldn't even have no friends on this team this week of practice. People will say, man, what's wrong with this, man? You crazy. What? We on the brink of this season blowing up in early on and we put ourselves behind the 8 ball against teams that we should be. And you got nerve to ask me questions like I'm about to think about saying, well, let me talk about what Jordan Love and talk about, what Jordan Love like to throw the ball outside the numbers. Man, damn that. This is about attitude. And I say it again. Cowboy players, are you mad yet? You lose to teams you shouldn't lose to. You're wounded. Backs against the walls. People talking about trading some of your guys off. People talking about benching guys. People talking about trading somewhere else and everybody else a bunch of garbage. People talking about we need to go get this player, get that player. Damn, you guys that got on the team. Like y'all not even there. And you still ain't got no attitude yet. Then I'm questioning, do we have the fortitude to win a Super Bowl? Because just losing and saying that we're going to get better and we got another game and worry about contracts and worry about, oh, yeah. We talk more about Tyler Smith signed the contract. What name signed his extension? Luke, he signed his extension. We talk about that. But we don't talk about beating the Chicago Bears and the Giants like we're supposed to. Hey, listen here. I know I'm gonna ask a big favor of someone, and I know y'all probably say, Coach, he up there begging for loot, whatever. You know, hey, if y'all gonna send me something, y'all can send me some of the cash app and say, hey, we send you some, Coach, for you, so you get your B in Dallas. But check this out: if the super chat thing is down there on the bottom of the screen, could someone just send me a $2 super chat so I can see how that works? Just $2 or $1, whatever you can do with it, so I can see if it's working and we can get this thing started. I can have something to see how this thing, or does it pop up on my screen so I can see it in the comments and I can put it towards the screen so I can recognize the people. So if anybody out there say, well, they have the capability to do the super chat, just do $2. And at $2, you know, everybody know YouTube, I'm only going to get 70% of it, but, and that's maybe a while from now, but I just want to see the feeds working. Yeah, the Packers gonna be mad. Yeah, the Packers gonna be mad. See, that's the championship pedigree. When anytime they lose a game, they get mad. Anytime they don't play well, they get mad. See, this is the thing I don't like about our team. We came off the Giants game where we should have been mad, and we didn't play mad against Chicago. We played like, oh, it's going to turn around. It's all right. It's young. I hear people talking about, well, it's only 2 games. Okay, I got to try to figure out how I can see that loop. I got to figure out how can I go on the thing and see my super chats. I'm on this Riverside platform, and I don't know if the Riverside platform is giving me the option to see the chats, see the super chats as they pop up. So I have to work on that, man. I appreciate it though, man. If you did send a super chat, I appreciate it, man. It's a work in progress. You know, I guess I'll find a way to get it together some type of way, but I appreciate my main man, Lou. And well, you know something, and Lou is one of the greatest. Lou is one of my guys that we do, and he does, man. Lou does great content. And listen, I love his content. I love his film breakdown, and you know his ideas. Hey, he's just pushing ideas to get this team together. But let me tell you something, Lou, and I'll be honest with you. You can't bring nobody here if the core of this team ain't mad yet. And you can't bring nobody from outside and put them in there and they be a leader of this team. That ain't going to work. That ain't not going to work. And we done talked about every other thing. We have talked about acquisitions, this and that. My thing is to go with athleticism. And I think that's going to come out with the Cowboys, and they're going to say they're trying to get a little bit more athletic. Watch what I tell you. And I came out with that. But somebody needs to ask exactly what this live stream is, the name of this show is. Cowboy players, are y'all mad yet? Hell, I'm trying to figure out what's going to take to get y'all mad. I'm trying to figure out what's going to take to get y'all mad. Because if this ain't got you mad, if the Giants ain't have you mad, if giving a game away from Philadelphia didn't have you mad, did turn around and playing an overtime game and giving a quarterback his last juice out of his orange, that didn't make you mad. Did go in and playing a Chicago team and losing by double, if that ain't made you mad, and people talking about taking you out the game, switching players up, all this, talking about trade, go and get other guys, you ain't mad yet? You still doing interviews corporate. Is 1-3 make you mad? Is 1-4 make you mad? Because see, by the time you get mad, it might be too late. See, mad and desperate is two different things. See, we talked about on the live screen about playing desperate. Also playing with an edge and upset. Not confused and lay down type upset. That's how we get. When we get upset, we drop our head. We don't go make tackles. Like I posted on that Twitter, that when we get behind, we lackluster. We don't hit nobody want to attack the football no more. We just wait looking for somebody else to make the tackle. We get lackluster in our blocking. We start giving up pressures because we don't finish blocks. We run routes half-addedly when we get behind. All the signs of a losing ass mentality. And I'm gonna say this, man. Stop giving these teams excuses about talking about we need to get this player, get that player. Start getting on their ass to be what they supposed to be. The same guys you was okay when training camp came through, and some of these guys that we weren't talking about that's not performing. Let's stop talking about, okay, well, you know something? Well, they can replace it. Why don't we start calling them sorry? Why don't we appeal to their pride? Because I've learned a long time ago, man, you could keep trying to change people out and change people out. You'll be chasing the damn tail. If you go 4 or 5 weeks on a training camp and put all this time in, then we got to go get a whole 5, 6 guys to change, then you got bigger problems than just players. And I don't usually get on Dak Prescott. And I know that might be starting to be some open season for some of y'all to get on Dak Prescott. But I don't like, hey, the real G's at quarterback wouldn't even want to be talked to this week. Don't even want to be talked to about the game. Because they'll be like, it's pathetic that we lost to these people. That's what real G's will do. And that will permeate through his whole football team. Because I'm mad. Because I saw more talent in this football team than what I'm seeing. And I don't think they're playing up to their capabilities of their talent. For one, nobody's playing consistently dominant football, consistently good football. Even Tyler Smith in his last game lost a lot more than he usually lose. See what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, when you start dealing with complacency and we start to allow people to slide, listen, I've found this and I've said this, the same harshness that we give Terrence Steele when he missed a block, we need the dog-ass Tyler Smith. He's one of our own. He done got his contract. We're not trying to get rid of him, but you know what? You got to judge him hard. Daniels ain't getting rid of him. But we give other people harsh contracts. And that's why I get upset. when we judge other guys that we don't like harshly. And then the guys that we do like, they got to do better. So, listen, I don't care about nobody getting paid right now. Nobody. Why? They got $40 million with first round draft picks. If they still good at the end of the year, you pay them then. Ain't nobody needs to get paid. Ain't no more contracts need to be done. I'm not paying nobody nothing else in contract or putting out no contract for a 1 and 2 team that has lost to damn two of the sorriest teams in the league and potentially can go into this game and get blowed out. Damn them! See, this is what we do. See, this is crazy. I watch, and I'm saying nothing bad. I watch, and y'all need to watch Boss Cowboy when he does the film study. He does a great job, and when Lou he does his film study. Y'all should watch them when they do their film study. Listen here, Osa's playing hell of a damn football. We think defensive tackle supposed to have Aaron Donald on. Check the film of Osa. You got to bring it with it. Listen, we said that we wanted to stop our run game. Our run game has been a collective of a lot of guys being very sound in the run game. But if we don't get splat, see, this is the thing, man. We got to stop living off these flash plays and what people is, somebody saying something. This stuff about Terrence Steele is so horrible, man. Lou can tell you, Lou did 2 weeks of film. He might have got 3 or 4 minuses in a game out of 60, 70 plays. His run blocking is impeccable. But you know what we say? We hear 1 second. Man, Terrence Steele ain't worth that. PFF says. Now, you can't tell me PFF don't grade on curves. And if you really want to think about it, Tyler Smith got more minuses than Steele probably this past week. Well, I just, it's just that, man. Listen, I mean, I was going to say that, man. I was going to do that, man, about yes, man, the scouting I think would, and I may come back on tomorrow and do the scouting of Love. Love, I watched the game against, when they watched it with the Giants. As I told you with the Giants, when I watched the thing about Giants, I had given you an update on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson wants to throw the ball down the field, and that's how he's going to attack. So he came out and did exactly what I told you he was going to do. That's what he liked to do. Well, let me give you what Love do. Watch the games. Watch the games against us. Watch the games against everybody. Love loves to throw the ball outside the numbers. He do not like to throw the ball down the middle of the field. He's kind of inaccurate when he throw the ball down the middle of the field. Some quarterbacks have their little quirks about where they like to throw the ball, where they throw a lot of their passes. If you watch the Washington quarterback, the young man who's hurt, I don't know if he's back, he loves to throw the ball in the middle of the field. He don't throw the ball well outside the numbers. But Love throws the ball well outside the numbers, but he don't want to throw the ball in the middle of the field. If he throwing the ball in the middle of the field, it's crossing, getting close to the numbers. So you have to make sure that you force him to throw the ball in the middle of the field, because he'll turn the ball over. Most of his interceptions have come with throwing the ball in the middle of the field. Just like with the Washington quarterback, most of his interceptions came throwing outside the numbers. You can watch 3 or 4 games, you can find that out just watching tendencies. I've been doing this a long time. I ain't got to break down. I can see tendencies all the way. And I tell you a question somebody about tendencies on this. Also, Love is looking Green Bay always since last year. If they do not get big plays, let me say this again. If their offense do not get big plays, they have a hard time scoring. I'm going to say this again for the people in the back that can't hear. If Green Bay doesn't get chunk plays, they have a hard time scoring. They're not one of those teams that drive the ball 60, 70, 80 yards. They like explosive plays. And they're going to try to get explosive plays in this game. They feel that they could get explosive plays down the field on us. They're going to be consistent with the run, but they're using the run to set up getting explosive plays where we are what? Undisciplined, or we have what I said, the 3 biggest reasons for big explosive plays. Undisciplined in alignment or assignment. If we become undisciplined in alignment and assignment, they're going to exploit us. Love does not like to complete 40 and 50 passes. He's going to throw the ball by 26 times, but he want to complete by 17, but he still want 270, 280 yards. So that means he's getting big what? Chunks. If we limit Love from making big plays, we got an outstanding chance to keep this game down in a low-scoring game and to win this game if we mad. General outlook on their defense. And I'm going to say this, and I got to go because I got a point. But general outlook on their defense. They are fast. They are not the Dallas Cowboys, a slow defense. They are fast. They react fast. They get to the ball. Number 7 and number 55, their middle linebacker, is a dog. He's going to be all over the field. Their safety, number 34, he is an attacker. They rotate the defensive line, but they get after you. There's nothing goes on without them going after the ball. Now, you must run the football on them to alleviate their speed, to slow their legs down. If you don't run the football, they will hunt Dak Prescott down. They got a lot of pass rushers, and they're going to blitz. But if you're consistent with running the ball, I don't mean you got to run. They're going to be tough on the run. But you got to be consistent with pounding them to slow their legs down. If you slow their legs down, you got a chance for Dak Prescott to get off passes because you slowed them down. But if you allow them to get off early in the game, it might be Christmas. You might need to cancel it. Cancel Christmas. This is the type of game you win when you come play with an attitude that you're upset. This is not when you come in and say, I'm just that good and we'll be all right. Let me say it again. Love to throw the ball outside the numbers. He also loved throwing the ball to his tight end. That's who he may throw the ball to in the middle of the field. Everything else is going to be outside the numbers. Love wants big plays. If you limit Green Bay big plays like Cleveland did, you have a chance with them not to score as much, what keeps you in the game. Just like 2 years ago, I told people then, if we limited big plays, they couldn't score. We started giving up big plays, they got up 30, 40 some points. Interception, but they got turnovers, pick six, but we gave up big plays. They didn't really drive on us none. Big plays. They're going to key on the biggest thing, two things they're going to key on. I said the three reasons why people give up big defense, give up big plays. Anybody who seen my video yesterday will know what they are. Discipline in alignment and assignment. Physicality or effort. Discipline in alignment or assignment. Number two, physicality and effort. If we ain't coming with the pass against Green Bay, it's going to be a tough game. We can't let people break tackles. We got to get them on the ground. We got to make them pay for that. I need to even call some fumbles with the receivers catching the ball. I need some forced fumbles. I need them to have in their mind to find a place to fall on the ground, not trying to get yards. I need better effort than I had in Chicago. That's number two. The first one is a discipline in alignment or assignment. The second one is physicality and effort. And the third, I don't know if we done fixed that or not. They are a better athletic team on their offense than we are on defense. So if we are not disciplined in alignment and assignment, and we're not the better athletic team, that's a product for destruction. So how do you counteract maybe the lack of them being more athletic? You have to play one with some anger. Two, you got to be on point with your stuff, and you got to be able to react and hustle and help each other. You have to slow them down. How you slow them down? Put some pads on their ass. Every time you get a chance to tackle. I don't care in the early part of the game if you got the hold guys and we getting holding calls. I want guys to understand that there is no free movement around, and we're going to make the officials call it the way we want to call it. I don't see no defense holding. We getting guys running down the damn field. They getting running through the zones and all this, and we ain't got a holding call or a pass interference call yet. So what that tells me about our team. See, nobody talk about these things. That's why I'm saying you getting this from. You getting this from a coach's point of view. We getting all this big play stuff, and how many penalties? We ain't getting no penalties. How many whole defensive holders we got? How many pass interference we got? None. That's what we saw. So they're going to try to attack us with big plays. Their defense is blazing. They're fast. Number 55 is a hell of a linebacker. Number 7 is the 7 guy came out of Georgia, but number 55 is their guy. He's going to come all over. They're going to use Michael Parsons as a decoy. They're going to try to put him in different spots, but when they put him in different spots, they're attacking with other guys. Gary and them can get after the quarterback. We got to slow their lanes down. We got to let Tyler Smith. We got to let Steele pound on Micah. We got to let him get the dominance on him and show a dominance on the physical side. We got to allow our guys to get a physical to slow their legs down. I ain't say we got to run the ball for a whole 400 yards, but we got to go out there with the nasty mentality saying we're going to blow them off the ball. that's going to allow Dak to have that little bit more time. So that's just a general outlook. And hey, listen, I don't have to go through all the general outlook, but I can guarantee it's going to go just that way. If we don't win the 4 battles, and if we don't come out angry, and we allow them to set the tempo with a big play and big play here and there, and we don't allow them for us to touch them up and put our hands on them and play a physical game with them and not let them have free movement, then we're going to be in trouble. You can make the officials call it your way. You just got to be persistent. You got to say, hey, we just being physical today. Now, we'll take a couple of calls. I'd rather give them a couple of calls and not let them get in rhythm with successful plays. Because if I can keep them out of rhythm, we can be all right. All right, people. Lou told me I need to start the stream over and refresh it. Oh, shucks. I don't know how I can do that on this Riverside thing. I'm going to have to look that up, Lou. But, Lou, thank you so much for letting me know that. I don't know how I can refresh the screen on this Riverside thing so I can see the super chats. If you've been leaving the super chat and I hadn't seen it and I hadn't acknowledged it, people, I'm just trying to learn how to see them, and I'm not doing a good job of learning how to see the super chats on the clips, and I apologize for that, but it'll probably be into my thing when I go. I probably could have did it on my phone. Yeah. We'll holler about that, man. Hey, Lou, man, we got to make sure that when I get in Dallas, man, that we see each other, man. I'll be there Saturday, man. I'll be there Saturday. What name? I don't know if y'all got something going on in Dallas, man, for some type of a pet ride, or to show like y'all had with Law last year, this past weekend. If something going on, man, please let me know, man, and where at, man. So, because me and my friends can kind of come, man. I would love to be there and see y'all, man, and chop it up, man. But let me tell you something, people. I gave you some outlook about the Green Bay, and those little few things I said are so key. I'm just telling you, they're very key. It's not to be too complicated, but these guys are coming to our thing, man, and they coming to our town and our place. They have beaten us last 2 times, and the 2 times they've beaten us, we lost them in Green Bay when we was up by 14 points and let them come back. We lost a playoff game. We was a favorite. We was at home thinking about we gonna go. This team really has a nonchalant attitude, like they own us. They're coming here mad because they don't feel like they should lost to Green Bay. Matter of fact, I heard some of their interviews. They are upset that they lost the game. And I don't hear that same ring in our voice. This is where we got to circle the wagons, people. This is really going to tell me a lot about win, lose, or draw. It's going to tell me a lot about what this team is. And I ain't never been a pessimist or been a person that really was out. But one thing you're going to find out about Coach Marv, I love my team, but I don't love softness. I talked about mental toughness. I got to see some grind and grit. And that ain't got a damn thing to do with talent. Because there's been less talented teams played very well. I can put it like this. The Giants were less talented than us. We could talk about which weapons Chicago got, but they less talented than we are. They ain't got no quality first round linemen. It ain't, some of these players ain't got no. Listen, man, don't even tell me about the Giants or the Chicago. They less talented. But we got to come with some grit, man. So I'm asking my content creators, whatever show y'all doing, ask that question. Cowboy players, are you mad yet? Are you competitive? Are you gonna let your brother come in here who probably gonna wear the green and gold and beat you? I don't care if you mad about him getting straight or not. You gonna let him come in and beat you? So he had the bragging rights? Are you mad yet? Or you just waiting to switch your jersey and share jerseys with him and get and take off your jersey and give him a jersey and dap him up and hug him up at the end of the game? That's what you waiting on? So you get the photo op? Man, till next time, man. Cowboy Nation, Cowboy players, as I finish every show now. Cowboy players, Cowboy Nation, thank y'all so much for supporting me, man. On to getting fully monetized, man. Monetization. We are about 310 more subscribers away from 1,000, man. Never thought I'd be over 600 subscribers. And we are working those work hours, them video hours down. We on a very good pace because we are putting out content. I never thought, and I always say that this is not bragging, I never thought, people, that I would have 83 videos. No, more than 80 videos out there, man. I never thought I'd be sitting in front of the camera and have 80 and just got comfortable sitting in front of the camera now. That is so crazy, man. But listen, ask that question, are you mad yet? Cowboy players, Cowboy coaches, get your mind on your work. Until next time, keep yourself straight. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's get our mind right. Get our mind on our work. And are you mad yet?